Hi, what's up guys, ArakkAttack here, and this weekend we've got a great weekend of gears coming up with lots of different elements to this event. Now for the Beast event, it's called Power Struggle, and the first thing you notice is on the Beast selector there, down the right hand side, there are 3 extra Savage Grenadiers. There's the usual one there on the 3rd tier, but there are lots of different ones, and I'm going to cut some different gameplay that I was playing on Jacinto to show you. This will be the 1st tier Savage Grenadier, and it spawns with a cleaver and a Gorgon pistol. Now, a neat little trick that you can do with the cleaver is that when you come up to a barrier, if you swing the cleaver, you come through the barrier without taking any damage and very quickly. So that's a good little trick. The cleaver is quite powerful, so it's pretty useful. But if you drop the cleaver to get your Gorgon pistol out, then the cleaver just disappears and you can't pick it up. Another thing is you can't mantle over cover when you've got the cleaver, so you have to go straight through barriers, so your maneuverability is limited. So here, I see this turret, so I get on my Gorgon, which means my cleaver's now disappeared because in beast mode you can't pick up weapons. Now this 1st tier Savage Grenadier costs 450, so not much, and this Gorgon's really powerful actually. It's really useful. The cleaver's a bit of a gimmick, but it's useful for getting through barriers. So yeah, this Gorgon, and the good thing about having a Gorgon is that you can actually take meat shields, which you can't do with anything else in beast, I don't think. But yeah, you can take meat shields with this beast, so that's pretty good. There are quite a few other differences though. There are more enemies. There's no stranded, so there are COG gears, then there are heroes, and there are Onyx guards right from wave 1. The Onyx guards have one-shots, and there's Jace running around with a Hammer of Dawn, even from the early waves. And for some reason, Hoffman and Marcus are often the heroes. I'm giving Hoffman a good C into there. But yeah, it's quite a lot more difficult because a lot more enemies spawn on the later waves as well. Now this is the 2nd tier Savage Grenadier that I'm showing you. It costs 650, and this one spawns with a sword off and a smoke grenade, which is kind of strange since in Beast it's quite difficult to get right up close to the enemies because of all the barriers. And I'm not sure what good the smoke grenade is. And wow, I just missed that guy with the sword off from point blank. That shows how good I am with this. And another thing, it doesn't gib them, it just downs them with a sword off as well. So yeah, it does quite a bit of damage to the silverback there, but that's the only really good thing I noticed about it. This is the 3rd tier Beast. It's just the same one as usual, the Savage Grenadier. I'll wall bounce that silverback there. But yeah, this one's just the same as usual. Got a Gnashty and a grenade. Now I've cut some gameplay on Cove to show you the tier 4 Savage Grenadier, who spawns with a torque bow and grenades, and the ammo recharges, as with most things in Beast. So if you run out, you get extra torque bows over time. Now this is my favourite one because I was always upset that they didn't have the Theron in here, Theron guards, and you finally get to wreak havoc with the torque bow. And he costs a lot. He's 4,000 this one. So it really is costly, but you can get so many kills with this guy. A good trick is to either use your grenade and then torque bow the downed people, or vice versa, torque bow them down and then throw your grenade, and you get a lot of kills that way because you always end up downing people, even with explosives on beast mode. I managed to get a trick shot ribbon with it just in my first game of that as well, so if you're working towards that, it might be a good time to try and go for that. There you go. Trick shot wasn't too difficult. But yeah, he might cost a lot, but I'm trying to shoot that guy out of the silverback there. But as you see here, get a couple of downs with that, throwing the grenade to get more downs, and get a couple of kills. Silverback's blowing up, fire another top bow in there, and get 3 more kills. It's just brilliant. The top bow's such a good weapon. And another down there, and another kill. But yeah, so he's a really effective beast. Definitely my favourite. Now in Horde mode this weekend, everyone's got bunny heads, which I think some of you might remember from the beta. But obviously that's Easter weekend for you, so yeah, bunny heads there. And also, the big thing is that it's classic Horde, so it's a throwback to Gears 2. That means there are no Savage, no Lambent, there aren't any bases, there are no fortifications. Map-based weapons don't cost anything, you can just pick them up. You can't buy back when you die. And it's got a Gears 2 wave structure as well, so although there aren't any sires or anything like that from Gears 2, they haven't brought in new enemies. It follows the more progressive path of Horde in Gears 2, rather than the Gears 3 structure. So here I'm showing I died, and then when you go to the buyback screen, where it would normally let you buy back in, the cost is $999,999, so one shy of $1 million, which obviously is impossible to accumulate, so there is no buyback. And yeah, I just wanted to show you this clip because I was enjoying a game of this Horde earlier, seeing how far I could get, and I don't think we had the best host, as you'll see here. A ticker goes down towards the right, gets the guy down, so I'm going to rescue him, and what on earth is going on? Yeah, I'm not quite sure who was hosting this one, but it definitely wasn't me, because if it was, I wouldn't have been having this happen. But yeah, so that kind of ruined that for me. Now the boss waves are meant to be the Bloodmount boss waves, with lots and lots of Bloodmounts and a few moles and things like that, but for some reason on this game on Jacinto, I had a Brumac. Now a few people have been saying that's been going on, I'm not sure if that's meant to be happening, but you can get Brumacs. But I tested it out in private, and here you see, I had a Bloodmount wave, lots and lots of Bloodmounts, and what the hell, did anyone else see that guy? Hold on a minute. Yep, he's just chilling up there on that countertop. I didn't know you were allowed to do that, but I guess bots can do whatever the hell they want. Anyway, yeah, it did work this time. I got the Bloodmount boss wave, lots and lots of Bloodmounts. It's really a lot of fun, this classic Horde. It's a lot more challenging, I'd say, especially if you're going to try it on Insane. There's no fortifications, and they seem a lot more aggressive, the beasts. I'm not sure whether that's just me. But yeah, I definitely recommend trying this. It's very good. Now, the last element to the Gears Weekend is the versus element. It's Get Gnashty, which is kind of like Raven Down, but it's on all maps, although for some reason, as you can see on the map there are some power weapons on some of the maps. So on Clock Tower, there was the boom shot on the sniper, but on Slab, for example, there were no power weapons. And you just saw me use the golden snub there, which Pete Nubb said they were going to be taken out, but it's not been taken out yet. I'm not sure about whether it will be taken out or not. But yeah, it's Gnasher only, but with some power weapons on some maps, and the golden snub still in. So yeah, but anyway, everyone was loving the Raven Down playlist, so it's good to get a bit more Gnasher action on some of the other maps. So and also, of course, double XP is still rolling on, so you can get incredible amounts of XP in this game mode, just like you could with Raven Down. So everyone who's looking to level up, you know, it's really the time to do it now, especially if you're stuck on those last few high levels, which take a long, long time to do. So get on the servers, get playing, and hopefully they'll take the golden snub out, because it makes it a little bit campy, but yeah, it's great fun. So thanks a lot for watching, guys.